look like it, but I'm very fucking happy to be here. We are by the ocean right now, and it is very, very breezy, but beautiful nonetheless. And I'm very fucking grateful to be here. I promise you, man, that fucking ocean breeze, that air, is doing something for me though. I love it. So today we're talking about what songs have become your daily soundtrack. What songs do you listen to on the daily, throughout the day, that are what you consider the soundtrack to your life, right? You listen to songs all the time for all kinds of different reasons. Motivation, to wake you up, right? To put you to sleep, to make you happy, to bring about emotion, right? There's all kinds of different reasons why we listen to music. So what songs are your daily soundtrack? So I'm going to start it off talking about a quick little story about what song became my soundtrack just recently. So this is the oldest song by Jay-Z. And it was a Jay-Z and Pharrell Williams. It's actually my ringtone right now. The motivation for me is them telling me what I could not be. Oh well. I don't remember the exact song. I want to say it's called Motivation, but it's a song, you know, Pharrell Williams is singing on, and it's a Jay-Z song. I forgot what album it's from. That is right now a big song I've been listening to for, you know, the motivation, right? Just keep it simple. It's a song that motivates me a lot, and I hear it all the time, which in a sense kind of works as an affirmation, really, because I put it on, it's a ringtone on my phone, so every time it rings, it's kind of a, you know, it keeps me going, right? But listening to that works as motivation. That song right there, as of recently, it's an older song I've been listening to. I remember listening to it somewhere in high school, and it was hard then, it's hard now. You know, songs don't have an expiration date. And for me, that song right there is it's definitely a soundtrack. It's one of the songs that I've recently added as a soundtrack to my life, right? What's another one? Actually, we were just singing a song by Kid Cudi, right? That's another song for me. Was it? I'm not saying the one he's about smoking all the time. What's that called? Yeah, Lonely Stoner. Day and Night. Yeah, Day and Night. That's another one I've decided. That's good. That's released recently. For the next couple months, I think it's gonna be a song for me. That's a soundtrack song, right? I smoke all the time. It's no secret. You guys see it all the time. Smoke today, smoke tonight, smoke at night. I smoke quite often. But that song, if you listen to it by Kid Cudi, for those who don't know it, Day and Night, is definitely a soundtrack for me. Because you know, if you listen to the lyrics, it matches me perfectly. I spend a lot of time to myself, and I smoke a lot to myself, and I have a lot of thoughts to myself. I have a lot of conversations with myself, right? So that song right there is definitely another one of those songs that kind of works as good, you know, soundtrack for me. What's one for you? For me, I'm thinking, at least from when I was like a teenager, going to school and shit, I was thinking about that Nate Dogg song. What's that? Every other word I go. Or no, that's a really profound one too. But something Annie Mae. Remember Annie Mae? Fannie Mae, whatever it was called. I remember playing that song early in the morning, man, before I got dressed all the time. You know what I mean? The first thing I think about, just the West Coast sound. You know, the classic West Coast sound. It's just when I hear that song, when I hear any classic West Coast sound, you know, especially like that G-Funk era, I just think it's gonna be a good day, man. It's one of those songs that just I play that in the morning while breakfast. You know what I mean? Just kind of makes you feel like today's gonna be a good day, man.
Especially for Sundays.
Yeah, especially on Sundays.
Yeah.
I mean, out here in Long Beach, you can hear any songs from the Dog Pound and Snoop or any of them East Siders. You can hear any of those songs, any number of those songs being played throughout the day, every day. So I'm pretty sure that song works for a lot of people's soundtracks right here in Long Beach. Right? All soundtrack songs, all great songs that are basically the score to your life, right? What songs are the score to your life? You know, leave some comments and let us know. Because I'm very curious about that. I like to hear what people are listening to, what helps them get along, what motivates
to be in the mood of like optimism, you know. I'm trying to think. Oh, like I said, you probably mentioned this before, but Busy Signal.
Happy birthday.
Birthday song.
Right.
Busy Signal.
Definitely a song we play on our birthday, February 25th.
Yeah.
If you guys want to give us a birthday present, you can like and subscribe to this video. You can definitely do that. A birthday present coming up.
Please do.
But yeah, what else? Let's talk about it, you know, because like I said, so many songs in this world that bring so many different emotions and have so many uses to them, you know. Every time I sit and listen to music, I'm always thinking about, I wonder what this song could do for the next person, you know, about how it would fit their life. We all have different things going on in life at different times. But it's just so cool how each song can fit a different mode and a different time in each person's life. You could be having a really dark time, and you might be listening to a really dark song, you know. Speaking of that, another kid played a song that I used to listen to when I was going through a dark time in my life was Ghost. And then Become a Ghost, you know. For those that know that song, let me know what you think about that song, because it is kind of a dark song. But it matched my life, you know.
Yeah.
It matched my life at that time.
I remember one time my dad's a recent, like maybe a month ago, probably a month ago. I was high on shrooms, and that song popped up in my head, man. That Ghost song.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, and I couldn't get out of my head. I was just singing the whole time, the whole day, man. And I just tuned in because it just gave me that feeling.
Right.
The feeling of that, the shrooms actually gave me that feeling of the time listening to that music, though, you know?
Right.
I don't know what it was, but I connected with it. And the song would not get out of my head, just like the one song I told you, for now. But it's become, like, that's what I love about music, man. It's always with you. I don't know with everybody, some people claim they don't like music.
Right.
But I still find that very hard to believe, because music is everywhere. It's not just on the radio. It's not just what's on PlayStation. It's not just on YouTube. It's in speech. It's in the ocean. It's in crying. It's in laughter. It's sound, man. It's a language. You know what I mean? So, like, to say that you don't enjoy music, bullshit. I don't know. Sure. You know.
Even these waves that we're
That's
crashing.
a form of music too.
Exactly, right?
Those are sound waves.
Normally we'd be listening to these seagulls right now. They're not out right now.
Right, that's a part of the fucking acoustics.
Right.
That's a part of the fucking environment.
Right.
You know, that sound, the sound of the seagulls, you know, passing by, and the crash of the waves, and the wind.
Yeah, music's all around us, you know.
It's music,
For sure.
background music, whatever you want to call it, but it's all around us.
Also, another song I was thinking about by James Blake. I can't remember the name. Maybe you might remember it. It's the one where he's like, "You're on your own."
Retrograde.
Retrograde. I'm glad you remember the name. Song Retrograde by James Blake. Quick story about that. It's gonna always reference a relationship that I was in, because I go through so many. But there was a time where I was in a relationship, just moved to St. Louis from LA, and at the time, me and a girl, we had just broken up, but we were working at the same place, and I was going through a hard time because she and I were working. We were really just speaking to each other on a minimal level, and at that point, I was walking to work, walking miles and miles to work, walking there and back in the summertime, and you know, at the time, my self-esteem really wasn't that great, because she had pointed out some shit that was kind of true about myself, but whatever. I wasn't really feeling too good about myself. So I started to realize I was by myself. I was by myself at that time. I had to get it all done by myself. I was kind of like starting all over, and I was doing it by myself at that time. And what I did was listen to that song, Retrograde, I put it on repeat, like a psycho. I listened to it on repeat all the way, miles and miles. I was walking miles to work every day. I would listen to it there, and I would listen to it on the way back. For me, it was that motivation. It was that motivation. And to this day, I swear by that song. If for any of you guys think that you're going through something on your own, and you feel alone, try that song, because it got me out of it. I'm not even fronting. It really did get me out of that zone of feeling like I was by myself. actually it helped me realize I was by myself, and being by yourself is not a weakness. That's what it did. Being by yourself is not a weakness. It made me feel strong when I was by myself. It made me realize how much strength I still had by myself, right? And it really did lift me up out of that zone, you know. I got out of that situation. I ended up staying on that same track every day, walking back and forth to work, even though I was frustrated, even though I was tired. I'm working for very little money at that time, but it motivated me to get to work, get back, get that money, get those little commissions, because it was a sales job on top of that. I was taking photos and shit of tourists, basically, and I would sell the photos to them. It was a lame ass job, but I was getting really good at it, actually. But that song every day, walking back and forth to work, and that song got me there and helped me motivate me to keep going. You're on your own, you know what I mean? That song got me there. So for any of those that understand what I'm talking about with that song, let me know, because that was definitely a daily soundtrack for me for a matter of almost 6 months to a year at that time. But yeah, quick little story about that song, how it worked for me. That was definitely another daily soundtrack for me. What else is a daily soundtrack for you guys out there? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, one I had was that Nipsey Hussle one.
Right.
Shit, I can't even think of just one particular song in this case, was because most of it, you know, it's hustle. It's hustle music. That's literally his brand.
Right.
And every song on there had that type of energy, like you know, just keep doing this until a new opportunity comes around. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know any other options. All I knew was this is working, and it's not the most glamorous of work. At the time, I was running a pizza truck, like a food truck, where we sold pizzas out there, motherfucker.
Right.
And it was during the summertime when I first started in the summer, and they hired me to basically run this shit, to manage it. And I did the best I could with what I had. I didn't even have a car. I had a fucking bike. Right. You know what I mean? I had to get up stupid early in the morning. And I had to fucking get everything together, and he gave me directions. I had to drive that big ass truck all the way to each location and shit. Mostly about 2 different locations per day. You know?
I remember that.
And it was low key a whole lot. But a part of me I didn't mind, because I had my background music to where I was relating.
Exactly.
Each day I understood. I was on the same vibe, you know, listening to Nipsey Hussle.
Exactly.
You know, and it was just like, grind it out, man. Like, and I understood that I have a sense of purpose, you know, and I appreciated it.
Right.
I fucking hated to get up every morning, that early in the morning, you know. I had a girlfriend at the time, you know, and you know, that's another distraction as far as I can, you know, look at it. That was a distraction where I could have got distraction and just got too comfortable and didn't keep pushing, you know what I mean? I didn't lose sight of what my main goal was, you know.
Right.
Like, and I love that, you know. It's like, it's necessary for me to have some music to go with it. You know what I mean? First thing in the morning, sometimes you don't have it. Sometimes the night before might have been kind of rough. It might have been very discouraging. Your check might have been shit. Check might not have came. Sometimes that's how it was for me. And I had to still get up and go ride the fucking bike, not drive, not skate, fucking ride the bike, and not good weather either. I'm talking about humid, super hot fucking morning weather in the fucking Midwest. Like dumb hot, super sweaty and uncomfortable. But I had my music though, to keep me focused, to remind me of what this shit is all about. We stick to the script, to the scene changes. You know what I mean? Like, so what that means is like, yeah, right now it's not so glamorous, it's not so beautiful, but we know what the fucking image is in our mind, and that's where it's going from. You know what I mean? There's no promise, there's no guarantee that it's gonna fucking pan out either. But that song, you know what I mean? The marathon, that album, the shit that he was talking about in them songs, man, that energy that came from it matched my energy. You know what I mean? It kept me going every morning, man. And by the time every day when I counted out that cash, man, it seemed worth it. That day it did, you know what I mean? And the next day and so forth. That's what I mean. Like, the music was the soundtrack for it. Yeah.
Another song, and a short story too, is another song that's still a soundtrack for me today that I play every day to work. That was a big song for us that we played when we were driving back and forth to Anaheim every day when we first moved back to LA. A song called Heaven by a dude named J. Cass.
Yeah.
Heaven ain't that far away from me. That's by J. Cass. Look it up, J. Cass. Jaycass, J. Cass. Heaven. I'm pretty sure it's called Heaven. Just Google that, you'll find it. But it's a good song. And found it on SoundCloud actually, and that was a big song for me. It still is. It was big then and it big is now. But we used to play it every day on the way driving to work, in the rain or with good weather or not, we was driving back and forth
Right.
to Anaheim. I played that song
early in the morning,
right
man.
on very little gas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we hadn't got paid yet.
Hadn't got
we was
paid
just,
yet.
really just getting reestablished
Right.
and shit, man.
So we was just riding the wave, but with very little, you know,
Yeah.
on a shoestring budget, but we was making it work.
Yeah.
Making it work.
It was, man.
And heaven ain't that far away from me.
Straight up.
That's how got me. Like, look,
Yeah.
I was doing everything I could possibly do to try to keep my mind positive. That, you know, you
main
can
goal,
yeah,
bigger
you
picture.
know what I'm saying? Keep your mind on heaven, you know? Yeah, it's not that far away, you know? It's not that far away. A good time is not that far away.
And by the heaven, we mean like the win for you.
Right.
Whatever that victory is for you, focus on that.
Right.
Speaking of victories, let's go into Pharrell Williams. And once again, the song
Victory.
Victory. I love that song, man.
Feel it in the air. Yeah, that's another good song by NERD, I think is what it is, though. Yeah, it's either Pharrell Williams or NERD, but
If it was his solo shit or if he did it with Neptune. I feel like he did it with Neptune.
yeah, it was NERD, and it was that was a good song called Victory.
Yeah.
Guys, check that song out too, because you know if you need motivation for a victory, that's the song to listen to for sure.
Yeah. I love that song, dude. I don't even know what happened with that album. I don't know if it won awards or what. Like, I don't remember too many features being on that album either. It was just purely like just all instrumental damn near.
Yeah.
And Pharrell singing over the hook, you know.
Yeah.
But that was a great album. That was one of my favorites because it was more of a motivational, positive album.
Right.
I thought it was. You know, the songs were well written. The way they wrote the songs on there, it was relatable. You know.
No doubt.
Hold your head, little bruh.
Yeah, there's a lot of good songs on that album.
Shit like that, I was like, that is what I wish that they were doing when they first started, to be completely honest. But you know, everything works in its own process and its phases. You know, that's probably just where he was musically at that time. You know what I mean? He had matured a little bit more. But I loved it, man. I loved that album, and it definitely got me through a lot of different situations in my life.
For sure.
It kept me in check, you know, where I felt like I had no clarity. That song I was just singing right there. Yeah, I think it's called Clarity. I think the song is called Clarity. Yeah. Love that song, man.
Yeah, guys. I know it's a little dark out here, so sorry for that. But working with what we got, and this is what it is. You know, every day ain't gonna be perfect. Let that be a lesson to you. But at the end of the day, perfect or not, just keep going. Stay consistent, like we're doing right now.
Consistency is key.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. This conversation is just, you know, basically just want to know what you guys are doing and what are you listening to as far as the songs that become the background of your life.
Yeah.
You know, of your daily lives. What songs become the daily background? I want to know. Leave some comments, like, subscribe, let us know.
Let the music be there for you. Let the music support you. Let the music guide you. You know, don't just let it entertain you, man, because this music shit really is a gift. And don't be limited to just the radio. Don't be just limited to the fucking what the internet shows you.
Right.
Create your own music.
Go search, go look it up.
Yeah. Create your own story, your own music, your own soundtrack.
Right. Create your own soundtrack.
You know, even if it's just in your head, even if it's just you in your shower, even if it's just the only person that ever hears the song is your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your mom or your dad. Make your song. It's your story. It's your life. Create the music to get you through whatever you gotta do, man. If you can't make it, well, go play it or go listen to it. It's a gift. Enjoy it. Appreciate it. Use it. For real. Yeah, man. Once again, this shit all ties back into loving yourself. It's all about you. You're the main character. It may not seem like it, but you are. So fucking do it accordingly. Play it accordingly. How do you feel that day? Play that song. You know? It's your fucking scene, man. It's your scene. Set it right. You deserve it. I love you. And I also love myself. I love myself because you love yourself. And vice versa. You should love yourself for yourself, though.
See you guys next time.
Holla.